So welcome back to teleSUR English. We offer you now the latest information regarding Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro's Eurasian tour. The mandatory arrived in Algeria on Wednesday after his two-day visit to Turkey. The mandatory arrived in Algeria to bolster cooperation ties and also cooperation agreements in areas like trade, finance, oil, and also culture, education, and technology. This Eurasian tour is aimed also at fostering several relationships with the region and also with oil-producing countries there like Iran, Turkey, and also Algeria. Let's listen to the mandataries.
عن القضايا العادلة في العالم وعن حقوق الشعوب في الحرية والتنمية.
Bienvenidos en Argelia, país que comparte con Venezuela un importante legado en términos de relaciones históricas.
Country that shares relations with Venezuela and defends the just cause in the world and the rights to peace and liberty.
كل هذا بعيدا عن الرواسب الموروثة عن عهد الاستبداد والاستغلال والظلم.
Derecho a aspirar a relaciones internacionales equilibradas y justas, lejos de los residuos.
We defend the right to just and peaceful relations between the people, away from injustice.
فنزويلا والجزائر يشتركان في نضال شعبيهما من أجل الحرية ومناهضة الظلم والاستعمار.
Argelia y Venezuela se extraen intrínsecamente de la historia de la lucha de sus pueblos.
Algeria and Venezuela share a peaceful history and fight against colonization.
حتى يوم استقلال نحتفل باستقلال فنزويلا تحتفل باستقلالها يوم 5 جويلية ونحن كذلك.
También nos juntamos en la fecha de independencia nacional.
We also share an Independence Day, also on July 5th, like the same day as Algeria has.
تحدثنا عن أمهات القضايا المطروحة حاليا في الساحة الدولية بدءا بالقضية الفلسطينية فاتفاقنا تام على أساس كفاح أو النضال من أجل مساعدة الشعب الفلسطيني لبناء دولته الوطنية وعاصمتها القدس الشريف. نفس الشيء بالنسبة للصحراء الغربية. اتفقنا اتفاق تام على أساس مساعدة الشعب الصحراوي للحصول على استفتاء تقرير مصيره واستقلاله. بالنسبة لليبيا فيه نفس الاتفاق كذلك على أساس سماح للشعب الليبي الشقيق أن يقوم بانتخابات تسمح له بانتخاب مسؤولين جدد لهم شعبية ولهم شرعية شعبية لبناء ليبيا مثل ما يريدونه. بالنسبة للعلاقات الثنائية اتفقنا كذلك على توطيد العلاقات الاقتصادية والثقافية وإن شاء الله فتح بعد شهرين فتح خط جوي بين كاراكاس والجزائر. هذه بصفة عامة الشيء اللي اتفقنا عليه وشكرا.
With President Nicolas Maduro, we have discussed several topics in the international relations, especially the current events and what we have to support the Palestinian people. We also discussed the help to West Sahara to achieve a referendum for their own independence. We also discussed the situation in Libya, and we share several views of this subject. We discussed the topic of the fair elections to build a new state. We also discussed several topics regarding culture within the relations between Venezuela and Algeria. We also discussed the opening of an airline between Caracas and Algeria. And in general, that's what we discussed today. Thank you very much.
Allí tenía las declaraciones del presidente de Argelia. Importantes informaciones.
We were listening to Algeria mandatory. Also, he was addressing several issues on the region and stressing the importance of relations with Caracas. Let's listen to Nicolas Maduro, President of Venezuela.
Cher président et ami Abdelmadjid Tebboune.
Ministros, ministras de Argelia, de Venezuela, embajador.
Ministers from Algeria.
De l'Algérie, du Venezuela, chers ambassadeurs.
Hemos tenido una jornada extraordinaria.
We share an extraordinary day.
Aujourd'hui, une journée extraordinaire, véritablement extraordinaire.
Hemos conversado ampliamente todos los
We have
temas de la
discussed
geopolítica
several
mundial
topics in the geopolitics in the world
entre nuestros dos países.
and the relations between
Nous avons
both
eu
countries.
l'occasion de passer en revue la géopolitique mondiale ainsi que les rapports entre nos deux pays.
Y puedo decir que nuestros dos países, que son dos países con una historia heroica de lucha, tenemos una visión común.
We share a common view
Un mundo nuevo, un mundo
regarding a new world, a multipolar world.
Et nous pouvons dire que nos deux pays qui ont eu une histoire héroïque et de lutte partagent une même vision sur un monde nouveau, un monde de stabilité et de paix.
Como dice el presidente Tebboune,
As the President Tebboune said,
hemos coincidido en tres temas claves:
we share three common subjects:
pueblo saharaui
Palestine,
y Libia.
West Sahara, and Libya.
Comme l'a fort bien dit le président Tebboune, nous avons partagé et coïncidé sur trois sujets clés: la Palestine, le peuple sahraoui et la Libye.
Hemos ratificado nuestra más firme y amorosa
We reaffirm
solidaridad con la
our
causa del pueblo
solidarity with the cause of the Palestinian people
Notre solidarité amoureuse et ferme avec le peuple palestinien.
e incrementar las acciones en nuestras cancillerías
and increase
para
the
denunciar los
actions
crímenes que a diario
of
se
our
cometen
foreign ministries to
contra
denounce
niños, niñas,
the
mujeres
everyday
y
crimes
jóvenes
against
palestinos.
women, children in
Travailler
Palestine.
dans les deux ministères des Affaires étrangères pour dénoncer les crimes commis tous les jours contre les enfants, les femmes et les hommes en Palestine.
Sobre el tema del Sahara Occidental,
Regarding West Sahara,
al presidente
I've said my counterpart,
de Venezuela por las
the
firmes
Venezuelan
posiciones
admiration
de Argelia
for the
en la
strong
defensa de los
position
derechos
of
históricos del
Algeria
pueblo
to
saharaui.
defend the rights of the people of Western Sahara.
Nous avons exprimé notre admiration au président algérien vis-à-vis le peuple du Sahara occidental et sa défense historique en faveur des droits de ce peuple.
El mundo entero tiene que despertar y
The world
reaccionar
have to
para
react
salir a la protección y al apoyo
to
del
start
pueblo
protecting
saharaui.
the people of Western Sahara.
Le monde entier réagisse afin de protéger les droits historiques du peuple sahraoui.
Es tiempo de solidaridad y apoyo
It
del
is
pueblo
time for
saharaui.
solidarity and support for the people of West Sahara.
La solidarité et l'appui vis-à-vis du peuple sahraoui.
Igual le hemos expresado
We have
nuestra
expressed
preocupación
our
por la
concerns
situación de Libia,
regarding the situation in Libya.
Nous avons également exprimé notre préoccupation vis-à-vis la situation en Libye.
consideramos a Libia un pueblo hermano
We consider Libya as a brotherly country,
y aspiramos que más temprano que tarde
and we hope that sooner rather than later,
para hacer unas elecciones
all
donde
the
el
conditions
pueblo
are
libio
created
pueda ejercer
to a
su
fair elections in the country.
Nous devons donner les garanties nécessaires pour que le peuple libyen puisse organiser des élections justes qui permettent de rebâtir ce pays.
y un gobierno surgido de elecciones
And a
populares
government that comes from popular elections to reconstruct the country, an independent and democratic country, really.
C'est par le biais d'un gouvernement issu des élections populaires que nous allons avoir une Libye indépendante, souveraine et démocratique.
Sobre los temas bilaterales hemos repasado
We have discussed several bilateral topics regarding gas, oil, agriculture, science and technologies, and college education.
En ce qui concerne les rapports bilatéraux entre les deux pays, nous avons étudié et analysé les aspects sur l'énergie, le pétrole, le gaz, l'agriculture, la science, la technologie et l'enseignement supérieur.
We decided to build a powerful economic and financial agenda to work together to achieve prosperity.
Nous avons décidé de bâtir ensemble un agenda de travail en matière économique, financière, de commerce pour mener notre coopération à un niveau plus élevé et atteindre ainsi un progrès conjoint.
And in that sense, we decided to relaunch a head government commission so our teams can create this economic map to work together and achieve prosperity. As we discussed, in Venezuela we have suffered very difficult years from 2017 to 2019. We have suffered aggressions against our society and against our people. An economic war against our oil industry, against the economy, against our currency. As I said to the President before, we have to achieve a new economic plan. And we have moved forward step by step towards a recovery process of our economy, to diversify our economy. In 2021 was the first year of our recovery, a stable recovery, sustainable recovery for the coming years. We're working towards to build a new economy, a diversified economy, to produce means and goods for the country. And the key is, as I said to the President before, has been to trust in the conscience of the people, to build resistant values, working values among our people. And we are moving forward with our own efforts. In 2022, we keep our economy growing stably. This is another world already. This is a world of those who fight, who resist, who believe in the future. If you allow me, Mr. President, we, through teleSUR and several media, we have followed your efforts to achieve the recovery of Algeria. To achieve the strengthening of your economy, the state, of the democracy and the society in the country. And it has been a formidable thing to watch, and I want to congratulate you for your efforts and for your achievements. And I'm certain that from now on, a new stage begins between Venezuela and Algeria. To achieve unity and prosperity between both of our countries. This is great news, Mr. President. Very soon, Venezuelans and Algerians will be able to take a plane and to go to Caracas or vice versa. Very soon we will have this flight from Northern Africa to Caracas. I thank these decisions, and I applaud it.
Bien, allí tenían las declaraciones del presidente de la República Bolivariana de Venezuela, Nicolás Maduro Moros. Ratifican su solidaridad con la causa del pueblo palestino. El incremento de acciones también informaron desde las cancillerías para denunciar crímenes contra niños y niñas.
We updated information regarding Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro Moro's Eurasian tour. After a two-day visit to Turkey, now the president stops at Algeria, where he was received by President Abdelmadjid Tebboune. During a joint press conference, the Algerian mandatory stressed the importance of bilateral ties between the two nations. He also addressed the Palestinian issue and the sub-Saharan people's struggle and how Algeria is determined to help them regain the democratic values and the path. The Algerian mandatory also announced the opening of a direct airline between Caracas and Algiers. For his part, the Venezuelan head of state qualified as extraordinary the work sessions and said both heads of state discussed geopolitics and the current international scenario and their points of view over it, the Sahrawi people, Libya and Palestine people. Maduro also said they ratified solidarity ties and cooperation agreements on oil production, agriculture, science, technology, and initiated a dual agenda on these issues, and decided to launch a joint working commission on these fields. Maduro also referred to the economic endurance and resistance policy his nations had to implement to overcome the hardest years of an economic crisis caused by the unilateral sanctions imposed by the U.S., and how was the Venezuelan people inspired by its values of tenacity that achieved the goal of an economic uplifting. Maduro also praised Algeria's recovery and economic stability. After this visit to Algeria, the Venezuelan head of state continues his Eurasian tour, paying a visit to Iran. We will provide you with more details in further news briefs. Stay with us.